Hi, it's Deb from Deb's Days. It's Tutorial Tuesday, and I've got another project for you today. If you're looking for a project to keep your kids busy, this might be one. We're making a matching game out of fabric. Before I get started, I publish new content frequently, so be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And check out the blog at debsdays.com. You'll find free sewing and crafting patterns and links to even more sewing and crafting tutorials. Now let's get this project started. Along with your regular sewing supplies, for this project you will need scrap fabrics measuring 3 inches by 3 inches. I have 2 of each kind of scrap. You'll need some batting pieces 3 inches by 3 inches. I'm using cotton. And then you need some backing fabric. That also measures 3 inches by 3 inches. You can use solid colors or some kind of a small print. If you're using a larger print for the backing fabric, it makes it a little too easy for the kids to figure out which piece matches with which piece. So I would recommend either a small print or a solid. And then you're also going to need some pinking shears. You can find the supply list along with these measurements on debsdays.com. I've added a direct link in the description right below this video. First, take one of your backing pieces of fabric and place it with the right side facing down, wrong side facing up. Take one of your batting squares and place it right on top of that. Did you know cotton batting has 2 sides to it? There's one side that looks a little roughed up, and one side looks a little bit smoother. You'll want to stitch through the side that's a little roughed up. It makes for a neater stitch. Then take one of your top pieces and place it with the right side facing up. So we have a little sandwich we've made. You can pin it. You can use your clover clips. I love my clover clips. Or you can just hold on to it and take it to the machine and stitch it. We're going to stitch all the way around, about 1/4 of an inch from the edge of the fabric, all the way around. I've gone all the way around, about 1/4 inch from the edge. We're going to do this with all of these. We're going to place right side of the backing facing down, the roughed up looking side of the batting facing up, and then your next piece of front fabric facing right side up. Stitch all the way around, 1/4 inch from the edge. You'll notice my top stitching doesn't necessarily match the top of the fabric, but the back side does, and that's the side that's important to match. So make sure your bobbin thread matches your back fabric, because when the game's played, these are going to be upside down. You want the stitching to blend in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this same process with the entire stack, and I'll be back. Now this is where our shears come in handy. I've gone ahead on almost all of these right now and used my shears, my pinking shears, to go around between the stitching and the edge. On all of these, go around and use your pinking shear on all of them. I used the pinking shears on the full set and we're ready to go. So if you remember from when you were a kid, to play this game, you mix these up and then you place them out upside down. And the purpose of the game is to, well, match them. I'm not going to put all 30 out right now, but you get the idea. You would just make sure you have your matching pairs out there and then take turns. Not a match, so the other person would kind of keep that in their mind. Go back over. Nope. And you keep playing till you have a match. And it's just that easy to make a matching game for your kids. If you'd like to see more projects like this one, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And stop by the blog at debsdays.com. You'll find free patterns, supply lists, and links to even more sewing and crafting tutorials. See you next week with another project.